Hey, how are we doing today, YouTube? Joe Bando here, doing this YouTube live thing. Gonna start creating more content and getting out there for all the people who follow me, all my friends, all my family, and all the people who are just genuinely interested in what I've got going on. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm also very much have been a carnivore for the last 4.5 years. Um, I've had an extreme weight loss journey where I lost over 110 pounds in the last decade, and I've kept it off. The first 65 pounds of that came off in 8 weeks when I, left eating processed food and being gluttonous and sugar and carbs and went straight keto. And I've really never looked back. Like my health and my wellness has been very important to me. And as that is the case, I've also been experimenting a lot with fasting, which is very common in the carnivore animal based community. Fasting is something that when you're eating a lot of saturated fat and a lot of protein from animals, it seems to satiate you to the point where you just kind of naturally fall into a fast. And I think that's how humans were actually designed. I think we're designed to feast and fast, right? That's how the hunter gatherers did it. They'd go out, they'd hunt, they'd, you know, not eat for a very long time till they got their kill. And as a result of that, they had enough energy to sustain them to go out and hunt for a kill. So it makes kind of common sense that the human body is designed for that. Now, I fasted upwards of 9 days, water only was the longest I've done to date. I typically eat once a day. Sometimes that varies, but I definitely keep it in a very, very short window, no more than 4 hours. So intermittent fasting, 20 and 4, 20 off, 4 on. So fasting to me is pretty regular and it comes pretty regular to me. I don't have a hard time going in and out of a fast because of that. Also, because I don't consume any sugar or any carbs, no fruit, no vegetables, no sugar, no processed foods, no grains, no pastas, none of it. So I don't have to deal with those withdrawal symptoms we get while going to a more ketogenic state where we start burning fat for fuel instead of glycogen. All of that being said, I have recently decided as 2023 comes to an to yeah, has come upon us to embark on a very lofty 24-day fast. Now, 24 days, I've always wanted to do a 40-day fast, but you kind of have to level up to that stuff. 24 is a long time. I'm on day 4, and I am still anticipating making that 24-day goal. Now, that being said, why 24 days? Well, for me, my father's birthday is on January 24th. And I just thought it'd be a very, very symbolic day to end my fast because my father was very obese, over 400 pounds, most of my life growing up. Um, he ended up with severe metabolic dysfunction. He was a glutton. I mean, I don't mean it in a bad way, but it was very bad for his health. He was a glutton. He ate whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He didn't move his body at all. He was lazy. And as a result, he ended up with type 2 diabetes pretty severely. He had that flaking on his feet and all that other stuff, and also had a stroke that left him basically partially disabled. So he was really unable to do anything other than sit, which is kind of what he did all his life anyways, that I was at least since I was alive. So anyways, he recently passed away about 6 or so months ago. My father passed away, and a little longer than that. My God, it's been longer than that. Wow. But he did pass away, and as a result of that, it just feels relevant. Like I was headed down the path of being like him for so long in my life, and I had to take it upon myself to take that personal responsibility and change myself for the better. When I was overweight, I had gout, which was the turning point for me. Gout was the turning point. I don't know if you've ever known anybody with gout, or if you have gout or you're a gout sufferer yourself. It is the most excruciating pain. And a lot of people asked me when I started changing my diet and my life, like, what do you want to live forever? And it's like, no, I don't want to live forever. That actually sounds miserable to me. But I definitely don't want to be immobile, in pain, and, you know, just a lump on a log because of my health while I'm here. I want to thrive, not just survive enough to live. So that's why I made these choices. That's why I made these changes. And my life has been so much better. I feel better. I look better. I'm more mentally aware. Like everything about me is so much better. That being said, there's still some markers from that life I lived as a glutton that are just, you know, still lingering. And that's why I'm on this fast, right? I had gout really bad, like so bad that when I decided to finally change my life, it was because I had double gout. I had it in both of my feet and I was down for 2 weeks. And that was when a friend of mine saw me complaining on social media about how much pain I was in. And she was a chiropractor with a nutrition program. And she pulled me in to her office after I got through the attack, and she introduced me to the keto diet. And we did a very, very strict, very, very restrictive version of keto that was monitored. I would go to the office every day and get checked and do all this other stuff. And it really did change my life. Um, but as a result of having gout as bad as I did, I've still have, now I don't have gout anymore. I don't get gout attacks, but I still have some calcification in my toes that do cause me some kind of pain and some discomfort. So that's one of the markers I'm trying to use as a way, to kind of gauge where my health is, right? I want to reverse that stuff, right? A lot of people go and they get this stuff cut out in surgery. I don't believe that. I believe we have the power to heal ourselves, and that is my goal with this is to heal myself. I've also had kidney problems for the majority of my life. I believe I was born with like a low functioning kidneys. That being said, this is a really good way to reverse some of that kidney function and the dysfunction and make it more functional. I also was very overweight, 297 pounds, 5'9", and I, as a result, clearly had some non-alcoholic fatty liver. Okay, and fatty liver is, I mean, the if you want to see if somebody has fatty liver, do they have a gut? Right? And I still have some lower stomach, and I want to try and get some of that reversed and just make my liver healthier. I also have this. This was bursitis in my elbow. You can see it's like a little pointy. This causes me discomfort from time to time. It's another marker I'm using to see if I can't reverse some of these problems without having to get surgery. Um, that being said, I was pre-diabetic. That's gone. The gout, gone. I feel amazing. No more depression, no more anxiety, none of the stuff that like accompanies um, the standard American diet way of living that most people are living in this country and really in the world at this point. So, all right. All of that being said, let's talk about today. I'm on day 4. The last meal I had was on New Year's Eve at 8:30 p.m. Out by me, California, Western, Pacific time, and I had a little pork because that's kind of a tradition in my family, and I always grew up with that pork on New Year's Eve as a tradition. So my wife and I put together a nice charcuterie plate and some what do you call it, pork belly, and that was my last meal, and that was Saturday night. I finished eating at 8:30 p.m. And so now it's about 2:30 here. So this is 90 hours I've gone without eating anything. All I've allowed myself to have is water and black coffee. That's it. And I feel fantastic. I gotta say, I feel amazing. It blows my mind how much energy I have, how clear my thoughts are, how just great I feel. I do feel amazing. And I'm looking forward to going out. I'm a stand up comedian. I'm looking forward to going. I got a show tonight. I'm going to go do it in Sunset in Hollywood on Sunset at the Sunset Rooftop, this bar. I'm going to go there. I'm going to perform. I got short set. I'm just going to roll through. I'm looking forward to seeing like how quick-witted am I on stage. Like every time I fast and I'm on stage, I always feel better. I remember my jokes better. I'm able to think clearly on my feet a little bit quicker. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of how I perform tonight. I'm going to do an open mic beforehand and all that jazz. So, but I feel amazing. I slept like a rock last night. I woke up today refreshed, energetic. It's amazing. Last night I was a little hungry. My wife cooked a steak before I got done with work. I came out of my office and it smelled really good. And I'm telling you right now, I probably could have crushed a steak or two. I could probably crush a steak or two right now. But guess what? I'm moving forward 24 days, water only fast. So I don't know. It's my first time into the YouTube live streaming and all this stuff. I'm looking at stepping this game up a little bit and really kind of putting my experiences out there to help people. But, we can all help each other. So, what have you done to better your health and wellness with regards to especially nutrition? Because I think that's the number one key. I think that's why people are so unhealthy is because their nutrition is just not on point. So, give me a call or give me a call. Jesus. I make a lot of phone calls all day. I'm in sales. Anyways, comment, post up, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, like, share. If you like some offensive humor, I am a hilarious stand-up comedian. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm hilarious because I am. I write some jokes. I go out there and I perform them all over Los Angeles. And I will be coming to Texas and Austin pretty soon. So let me know what you think. If you got any advice as to how I can better my feed here with YouTube and my videos, I'd love to hear about it. But I also want to hear about your journey, what you've done, and how you have changed your life or how you plan on changing your life to become a better person physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. All right, guys. I'm Joe Bando. I look forward to hearing your comments and seeing your feed. So get back to me. Thanks.